After seeing this guy on a mission trying to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I decided that I'm going to be the one to find this holy grail SpongeBob popsicle. I started my adventure by trying to find one of these SpongeBob popsicles, where I found out these are very hard to find. I went from store to the point I was getting so frustrated. I went to every sketchy gas station you could think of just to get rejected over and over again. Then I thought of a perfect place, the grocery store, right? No, you know what they carry here? SpongeBob push-up pops! I was about to take the L and go home and cry, but then I thought of one last place. I was extremely surprised when I went in and saw that they had SpongeBob popsicles. This is it! After hours of searching, I could be the very first one to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Time to open it in 3, 2, 1. After yesterday's traumatic experience of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I decided today's a new day. So I went out and bought another SpongeBob popsicle, then took it back to the car. Now this could be a perfect SpongeBob popsicle. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money on this series. Today's another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, so I went out, I bought one, and then I went home to open it. You know the drill. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Yes! Oh my God. After 3 long days, I finally found a perfect SpongeBob popsicle. I could not believe my own eyes. I mean, look how amazing this is. Wow. After finding a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I kind of felt bad because my perfect SpongeBob popsicle is probably lonely in the freezer. So I went out to the store and bought all of the SpongeBob popsicles so I can find my SpongeBob popsicle, a perfect SpongeBob popsicle pal. I bought the last 8 at the store, so let's try to find one. The first one, the eyes were messed up. The second one wasn't looking too bad until a piece of his eye fell off as I was opening him. As you see, it's shattered. The third one's tie was messed up. Not only that, there were a bunch of red splotches all over him. The fourth one's eyes fell out when I opened it and I had to stop my dogs from eating the gum. Number 5 wasn't too bad, but if you look at the teeth, they're just not right. For number 6, what is up with this pointy tie? Number 7 had red splotches and a lazy eye. And finally, number 8. I kid you not, this one had 3 eyes. I put all of these SpongeBobs back in the freezer so I can eat them at another time, and then I went and said sorry to my perfect SpongeBob for not finding him another friend. Good night, buddy. This is another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle so my perfect SpongeBob popsicle has a friend. These have been selling out everywhere to the point I'm traveling 30 minutes to buy them, but we're still getting lucky. I'm only buying 6 popsicles today, that way there's still some left for the kids. After I bought them, I went home and dumped them out on my lap. Time to open all 6. Number 1, his eye was a little messed up, and look at those teeth. Number 2 was also having a rough day with the pearly whites. Number 3, look at those teeth. Then number 4, look at the teeth. And then I had hope in number 5, but then the teeth. But don't worry, we still have one left, number 6. Here we go. You're kidding me, right? I feel like he's looking at me for advice on how to look better. I put all the deformed ones in the freezer for later, and I had to say sorry to my perfect SpongeBob popsicle for not finding him a perfect friend. I'm about to give up hope, but this is another day of trying to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle for my perfect SpongeBob popsicle because I feel like he's lonely in the freezer. I went to the store and bought 2 more and gave one to my friend Sarah. I'm going first. This one was really close, but it had red all over the bottom. Now it's Sarah's turn. Here we go. And her popsicle's eyes were just messed up. I guess my perfect SpongeBob will just have to stay alone in the freezer. My perfect SpongeBob popsicle is still lonely in the freezer, and that's not okay. So I went out to the store because I'm on a mission to find him a perfect SpongeBob popsicle pal. This could be the one. Here we go. I'm starting to believe that I'm never going to find another perfect SpongeBob popsicle. And for those that say this is good enough, no, it's not. This is what I need. I'm sorry, perfect SpongeBob popsicle, but I couldn't find you a perfect friend today. Well, my perfect SpongeBob popsicle is still lonely in the freezer, so I went out to buy 3 more because I'm trying to find him a perfect SpongeBob popsicle pal. One of these 3 could be his new best friend. With number 1, I was very surprised because the bottom half was missing. It wasn't in the bag, it was just missing. But that's okay, we still have 2 more. So for number 2, I was very surprised when I saw that the bottom half was missing as well. This is 2 for 2 with missing bottoms and 1 eye. But for number 3, he was missing practically 1/3 of his body. I guess today I just got a really bad batch. I'm starting to believe I'm never going to find my perfect SpongeBob popsicle a perfect SpongeBob pal. Today I'm going to be hiding a picture of a giant SpongeBob popsicle at my college. First we gotta put him into Photoshop, stretch him, then print him on some big beautiful paper. Look how perfect this SpongeBob is. Now we gotta go ahead and trim him out where we get something that looks like this. Now we gotta go hide him. The hiding process is very scary because we never want to get caught, so we're very secret about it. I wasn't sure where to hide this perfect SpongeBob popsicle picture, but we ended up in the TV studio. First, I made sure that the coast was clear and that no one was in there, and then we went on down. Before we hide this perfect SpongeBob popsicle picture, we gotta find some tape, and that was our problem. We couldn't find tape anywhere. So we ended up using a hanger and some clothespins, and we got this. I want to put the SpongeBob popsicle up high. We can't do that without this stair ladder thing. I'm scared of heights, but it's definitely worth it to risk my life for this perfect SpongeBob popsicle picture. I then hooked SpongeBob up there, and then it was time to come back down. And of course I had to put the ladder away because we can't leave any evidence. Now this giant perfect SpongeBob popsicle picture will live the rest of its life high up in a college TV studio. I'm a man of my word, and I said if yesterday's video got 100,000 likes, I'd buy 10 more SpongeBob popsicles, so I went out to the store and was surprised to see there were only 5 left. 5 is definitely better than none, so I bought them, and then I went on home. Today could be the day that I find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle. For number 1, the eyes were messed up, and the teeth, not bad, but not perfect. Number 2 wasn't looking too shabby until we lost an eye. Then for SpongeBob popsicle number 3, wasn't looking bad until I saw that he had some derpy eyes. Number 4's teeth and eyes were messed up. And the grand finale, number 5. This one was looking really, really good until he lost his eye. And I honestly just wanted to die. Just because these SpongeBobs aren't perfect, I never waste them. They go in the freezer for the rest of my family or for myself. We still gotta find a perfect SpongeBob for my perfect SpongeBob. I feel like I've left my perfect SpongeBob popsicle down. He doesn't deserve to be alone in the freezer, and I need to find him a perfect SpongeBob popsicle pal. All it takes is one lucky SpongeBob. This could be the one right here. So I bought this, took it back to my car, and now it's time to open it. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling lucky today. I'm starting to lose hope, but I know that there's light at the end of every tunnel. Off topic, but am I the only person that bites into SpongeBob popsicles? My perfect SpongeBob popsicle is still lonely in the freezer, so I'm on a mission to find another one. This way he has a perfect SpongeBob popsicle pal. These popsicles are selling out anywhere, and my last resort was to go to a sketchy dollar store. I bought a total of 5, and then I went on home. I got a lot of hate for dumping them out because people were like, you're gonna break them, so I gently took each one out and patted them. Time for number 1. Yeah, right off the bat, this isn't looking too good. Time for number 2. So far, the first 2 have dental problems. For number 3, the eye was kind of stuck and it fell off, but even if you put the eye back, this wouldn't have been a perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Number 4 is one of the worst ones we've seen so far. Now it's time for number 5. This could be the second perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Yeah, things are not looking good. I get questions every day saying, what do you do with the SpongeBob popsicles that aren't perfect? Well, I eat them or make ices out of them. I won this a while back at Dave & Buster's and people have been asking me to use it, so why not make SpongeBob popsicle ices? The first thing I did was add ice. Then I took the imperfect SpongeBob popsicles, removed the gumball eyes, and smashed them up. I know this sounds weird, but it works. Then I took this SpongeBob popsicle murder scene, put it in the microwave for about a minute, and we got some SpongeBob soup. Then I mixed it up. And keep in mind, you still want this to be cold. I ended up having to use more SpongeBobs than I thought. My hands were looking like a SpongeBob crime scene. After adding the last of them, we had this icing machine that looked like it belonged in a movie theater. We plugged it in, turned it on. After letting it mix for a few hours, I put a cup, filled it up, and then topped it off with a nice little umbrella. Now, I gotta be honest, this wasn't 100% like an icy, but I kind of expected that because I was using SpongeBob popsicles. But either way, this was such a good frozen drink, I felt like I was drinking my childhood. I'm still on a mission, trying to find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle for my perfect SpongeBob popsicle. We got 5 more. This could be the day. For number 1, his teeth and his eyes were messed up, so no, not perfect. For number 2, his teeth and his eyes were also messed up, but that's okay, we have 3 left. For number 3, of course, his teeth and his eyes were messed up. For number 4, the eyes were better, but he still had dental problems. Time for number 5. Well, I guess I just got a bad batch today. And just because they're not perfect doesn't mean they're wasted. They go in the freezer for myself or the rest of my family. As most of you know, I'm on a mission trying to find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Now I'm torturing myself. For every day I don't find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I have to paint one and hide it somewhere in my house. As all of you know, I'm not an artist, so I'm definitely torturing myself with this one. Who knows, maybe a day will come where I find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle and I'll be in charge of setting up a perfect SpongeBob popsicle painting museum. Imagine a museum just filled with SpongeBob popsicle decor. I mean, I would definitely go to that. Okay, well, this concludes day 1 of painting a perfect SpongeBob popsicle every day until I find a second perfect SpongeBob popsicle. I still want to be the first TikToker to own 2 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. The store had 1 left. Maybe this is a sign that it's perfect. Let's open it. Well, yeah, that was nowhere near what I was expecting. Here's a profile picture if you want it. Now you know the drill. Every day I don't find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle, I gotta make some perfect SpongeBob popsicle artwork. As a lot of you know, yesterday I did a giant painting of a SpongeBob popsicle. Today I'm doing a little Sharpie doodle sketch to change it up a bit. So there's the giant painting, and here's the little sketch of a SpongeBob popsicle. Is this the end of the SpongeBob popsicle videos? Today I woke up to message after message after message of people blaming me for this boy. His name is Noah, and he spent $2,600 using his mom's Amazon account to buy SpongeBob popsicles. He could have bought every single last one of them. Now the real question is, who is it to blame for this? Was it me? Or any of these other SpongeBob popsicle TikTok creators? This video isn't about blaming anyone, it's about applauding this young man Noah, because he's on a mission to find a perfect SpongeBob popsicle. Noah, this one's for you. Good luck, Noah. I wanted to be the first TikToker to own 2 perfect SpongeBob popsicles, and as of yesterday, these 2 boys beat me to it. You thought I'd give up, right? No! Now I need to be the first TikToker to own 3 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. So today I have 5 popsicles we're going to be opening in hopes that we find 2 perfect ones. Remember, we need them to look like that perfect SpongeBob popsicle painting. Number 1, the eyes were perfect, but the teeth were messed up. For number 2, these were the funniest teeth I've ever seen on a SpongeBob popsicle. He had one little baby tooth. For number 3, I couldn't believe what I was looking at, and I was very happy I captured this on video. This was a lucky one that ended up having a 3rd eye, but kind of looked like a nose. It kind of looked like a SpongeBob popsicle dog. Number 4 was looking pretty demonic with its teeth. And finally, number 5. I know that there's 2 more perfect SpongeBob popsicles out there, and they're going to be mine. I thought everything was going perfectly. I wanted to be the first TikToker to own 3 perfect SpongeBob popsicles until yesterday. This kid found 3. Now I have to be the first TikToker to find 4 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. The store had 3 left. If these are 3 perfects, my dream will come true. I've got my 2 biggest fans watching and rooting me on. One deep breath before opening number 1, and here we go. He was looking promising until I saw his teeth, and he also had an eyebrow, so no, not perfect. But we still have 2 left. For number 2, he was cursed with some of those SpongeBob popsicle derpy eyes. And finally, number 3. Please, please, please. Of course. I'm still not giving up. I'm going to burn a hole in my wallet until I find 4 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. In the meantime, these deformed ones will go back in the freezer to eat later. And since I hit 2 million followers, I'm giving away these Apple AirPods to one of you. All you gotta do is leave a comment on the latest IG post. Oh, so you want to know how many SpongeBob popsicles I've opened? I still want to be the first TikToker to find 4 perfect SpongeBob popsicles. I already have 1 perfect SpongeBob popsicle, so we only need 3 more perfect ones to make this happen. The store only had 3 SpongeBob popsicles left, so today could be the day. For SpongeBob popsicle number 1, this is a first. He was completely missing an eye. It wasn't in the bag, it wasn't on the back, just missing an eye. For SpongeBob popsicle number 2, he had some messed up teeth and some derpy eyes. And finally, SpongeBob popsicle number 3, this, like the others, had dental problems and a set of derpy eyes. TikTok, what have I done? And here's a profile picture if you want it. And here's a profile picture if you want it. Ever since I said that, I see that profile picture everywhere. I created an unwanted army, and I don't know what to do. No matter where I look, SpongeBob, 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 SpongeBob. Someone even made a plushie for it. I thought this was only on my page until I'm watching some of my favorite creators and I go to the comments and see SpongeBob. Seriously, what have I done? I've created a cult, and I'm sorry, but it's not too late to join. Our SpongeBob Popsicle cult leader deserves his own painting. You all know I am not an artist, but this SpongeBob Popsicle deserves to be painted. So I got some of my basic painting supplies out, and I began to paint our SpongeBob Popsicle cult leader. I gotta be honest, when I put my mind to something, I usually can accomplish it, and that's how I felt with this painting. I had to make sure that the details on this popsicle were as accurate as possible, whether that be the teeth or the gumball eyes. Finally, after hours of work, our painting was done. I gotta be honest, I'm really proud of this.